Right now at noon, closing arguments in the trial for a former DCI agent charged in the shooting of Quadron Wilson. Plus, recovery efforts underway a day after the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed in Baltimore. What we're learning about the investigation. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Josh Sprider. First at noon, it appears the trial for a former DCI agent is entering its final phase. Mark Wagner is charged with endangering the public when he fired on Quadron Wilson during an arrest operation. Throughout the trial, both the prosecution and defense presented evidence from the scene and heard from several witnesses on the stand, including Quadron Wilson and Wagner. Today, the prosecution and defense are delivering their closing arguments to the jury. The defense claims Wagner's actions did not create the risk of death or create bodily harm.
It wasn't his actions, it was Quadron's actions. Going back and forth, spinning his tires, trying to break the stick. He was reacting to actions. He was not creating anything. He was reacting to criminally reckless conduct.
Meanwhile, the prosecution is getting a chance to respond to the defense's closing arguments. We hope to have that response later today on News 3 Now. You can stick with us and channel3000.com for the latest on the trial. Right now, authorities in Milton are investigating after a man was found with a gunshot wound. Officers were called to the intersection of Plum Street and Larch Lane, where they found the man around 5 last night. He was taken to the hospital. We're told his injuries are not life-threatening. Milton's police chief tells us there is no threat to the public. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is naming the officer involved in the shooting death earlier this month in Janesville. Sergeant Jimmy Holford is the third is on administrative leave while the shooting is investigated. 52-year-old Andrew Ziegler was shot and killed on March 1st. Police had been called about an armed person and found Ziegler at a home on North Parker Drive. Ziegler's death remains under investigation. Continuing coverage now out of Cottage Grove, where a car crashed into a house light last night. Dane County Dispatch says they got a call about the incident just before 11:30. First responders were sent to the scene on Michelle Lane, where they found a car crashed into a home. So far, dispatchers haven't confirmed if anyone was hurt or arrested as a result of the crash. That scene was cleared within a few hours. Well, temperatures colder today. First Warn meteorologist Jacob Montesano has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Josh. Yeah, temperatures a big difference from yesterday. And if we look outside, we at least are seeing some sunshine right now, whereas during the morning hours, we had pretty much complete cloud cover. But the clouds are going to continue to clear out of our area, but the temperatures aren't going to get much warmer. Right now, we're at 35 degrees with partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies. Winds are a bit breezy as well, coming out of the west at 9 miles per hour. Looking across Dane County, middle to upper 30s right now. And looking across our area, northern county still in the lower 30s, but a lot of the area kind of warming up into the middle 30s. For the most part, though, we're not going to see the temperatures rise too much further, as we are expected to see highs top out at around 40 degrees at the warmest. Now, the big reason for the change in temperatures is the winds are now out of the west compared to the south, and so it's bringing in the cold air from the west and northwest areas, and that is causing the drop in temperatures, as I mentioned. So we're looking at wind speeds around 10 to 20 miles per hour across our area. And looking at the temperature change over the last 24 hours, it is getting a little bit better because temperatures actually fell during the afternoon. But earlier in the morning, we had temperatures around 20 to 25 degrees colder than yesterday morning. So a little bit closer to what we saw yesterday, but still colder nonetheless. Looking at the current radar, pretty much completely dry. We did have some very light flurries earlier this morning, but those have cleared out of our area. And looking at the forecast for the afternoon, we are going to see sunshine for much of our area before the day is up, but temperatures are going to remain cold. I'll talk more in detail about when we will see the warmer temperatures return coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob. Thank you. It is now a recovery mission for the 6 construction workers who were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge when it collapsed Tuesday. Investigators are trying to piece together exactly what caused the ship to crash into the bridge. Natalie Brand reports from Baltimore.
A day after a cargo ship hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, the recovery effort resumed for the 6 construction workers on the bridge at the time of the collapse, including Miguel Luna, a father of 3.
These were fathers, and these were sons, and these were husbands.
FBI divers say the effort is very dangerous.
It's not a great spot for divers. It's incredibly black water.
Federal investigators have recovered the voyage data recorder from the ship.
It will provide us with a number of parameters, everything from location to positioning of the ship to speed.
Shortly before impact early Tuesday, the cargo ship Dolly completely lost power and control of its only engine. While the emergency generator kicked on, the engine appeared to remain offline.
The NTSB tells CBS News the agency is looking at all possible causes as its investigation gets underway, including whether contaminated fuel may have caused the ship to lose power.
We've heard the reports. That's way too early for us.
Baltimore's Key Bridge is the gateway to the city's port, which generates more than $3 billion of annual business. It's the nation's busiest port for cars, trucks, and sugar, and directly employs more than 15,000 people.
It is going to lead to a lot of complications for our supply chain.
There's capacity at other ports on the East Coast to pick up the load.
The Biden administration says it wants the federal government to pay the entire cost to rebuild. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Baltimore.
The Biden administration would need Congress's help to get the federal government to pay for the rebuild. The port is estimated to lose about $9 million each business day while it's not functioning at maximum capacity. Former President Trump is scheduled to return to Wisconsin next week. It will be his first visit of the campaign season. Trump will visit Green Bay April 2nd for a rally. That's the same day as Wisconsin's presidential primaries. Trump hasn't been here since August of 2022 when he was campaigning for Tim Michels. Next week's event is at the Hyatt Regency. It starts at 5 p.m. with doors opening at 2. This comes 2 weeks after President Biden visited the state. Biden visited his Milwaukee's campaign office, the president touting his administration's infrastructure policy, announcing more than $3 billion for projects in disadvantaged communities. $36 million will go towards reconnecting parts of Milwaukee's communities that were split by major road projects. Right now, both candidates are focused on winning the battleground state of Wisconsin. The most recent polling on Wisconsin's presidential race puts Biden and Trump neck and neck. The poll from Bloomberg News Morning Consult shows 46% of Wisconsin voters plan to back Biden, 45% back Trump. That survey was conducted earlier this month. It has a margin of error of 4%. The Department of Education is opening an investigation into alleged discrimination in UW-Madison's scholarships program. The investigation started after the Equal Protection Project, an anti-affirmative action group, filed a complaint. It targets one of Madison's BIPOC fellowship programs and argues it discriminates against white people. It is a note sent by the Department of Education Office of Civil Rights saying the department has not come to a decision and still remains neutral. The university says it will comply with the investigation to the fullest extent. Well, still ahead for us on this Wednesday afternoon, how the bridge collapse in Baltimore is impacting the shipping industry. And as we get closer to Easter weekend, why egg prices are at a near record high.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward. Hop on over to the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get savings up to 40% off clearance and special buy appliances, plus special financing for 60 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Garage doors are what, number 3 on return on investments right now? A new garage door can raise the value of the whole street. When the neighbors start seeing your door, they're going to say, who did that? Precision did that.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Have Medicare and Medicaid? iCare's dual eligible special needs plans offer an $1,800 annual allowance for eligible groceries and more. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret. But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
Hop on over to Ashley for the Easter Weekend Beat the Clock sale. We're closed Easter Sunday, but shop Friday, Saturday, and Monday for big savings on our top looks store-wide. Plus special financing for 60 months. And bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices. Only at Ashley.
Shipping traffic is at a standstill in and out of the Port of Baltimore after a ship rammed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge on Tuesday, partially collapsing the span. It's one of the largest ports on the East Coast, processing more than 1 million crates a day. An extensive delay could impact the global supply chain. More than 1 million trucks also cross the bridge every year. Former President Donald Trump's social media company did well in its first day of trading on the NASDAQ, with shares rising around 16%. The company now has a market value of almost $8 billion. Trump owns a nearly 60% stake. And just in time for Easter and Passover, egg prices are at near record highs in many parts of the world. The causes include avian flu, higher feed costs for farmers, and growing demand. The average price of a dozen eggs last month in the U.S. was about $3. In February of 2021, the price was around $1.60. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's the stock report. The Dow up 289 points, NASDAQ up 18 points, and the S&P 500 up 19. Our call for action volunteers are in the building this afternoon taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, life is about to change for one lucky person after they bought a winning Mega Millions ticket in New Jersey. According to the lottery, one ticket has won an estimated $1.13 billion jackpot. That is the 5th largest grand prize in the game's history. The lottery said the ticket holder could opt for the full jackpot and annual payments or take an estimated $537.5 million lump sum payment before taxes. You still have another chance this week to win big. Tomorrow's Powerball drawing offers an estimated $865 million jackpot, which would be the 5th largest in that game's history. We have a look at today's egg prices straight ahead, and Jacob is tracking your first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, the Hawaiian island of Maui still recovering from that devastating fire. See how tourists can enjoy a return to the island while staying respectful of the tragedy.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. And Menards offers a wide variety of reliable appliances for every part of your home. Criterion appliances are ready when you are. We offer the lowest prices with the largest in-stock appliance selection. Ready to take home today. This top freezer refrigerator is $489 after rebate. Or get this Criterion front load laundry pair for $529.55 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V, value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Time is running out on your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress and you could be on your way. Make the connection between better health and sleep at Steinhafels. Right now, during Sleep Awareness Month, get $300 in Steinhafels cash when you upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black. Plus, you can save up to $800 on Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. Shop in store or online at steinhafels.com.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, from the hit series Not Dead Yet, it's Gina Rodriguez. You are something special. Plus, I'm in the kitchen with the help of Carla Hall.
Child, being on this show is the most unimportant.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Our community is full of wonderful, giving people. Tell us about the good you see. Go to Channel 3000 or post it using the hashtag #DoSomethingGood. I'll share your stories on News 3 Now. Let's do something good.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Well, Easter is this Sunday, and if you feel like it's really earlier this year, you can blame the moon. Unlike Christmas, which always falls on December 25th, of course, Easter's date is actually determined by the moon's phases. The holiday is always the first Sunday after the first full moon or after the vernal equinox. This year, the vernal equinox, or spring, occurred on Wednesday, March 20th. The first full moon after that date was this past Monday, the 25th. So that means Easter falls on the following Sunday, which is March 31st. Right now, people are expected to spend more than $22 billion on the Easter holiday. That's according to the National Retail Federation. People celebrating are predicted to spend an average of $177. Food is expected to be the highest spending category, followed by clothing, then gifts. To your first warn weather now, meteorologist Jacob Montesano has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Josh. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know for the rest of this week. We are going to continue to see the cold temperatures throughout the afternoon, but 50s are going to return by the end of the week with a chance of rain by the time we get to Friday night. Now, with the system we just saw, here's a look at the precipitation for Madison since the beginning of March and since the beginning of the year compared to average. Now, March has been well above average. We're over 1.5 inches above what we normally see, and because of that, we have been above average for the entire year now after having a fairly dry February. Now, here's a look at that forecast for this afternoon. Again, highs are going to be in the middle to upper 30s, partly sunny to mostly sunny skies before sunset, but for the most part, the temperatures aren't going to be improved too much by the sun since it will also be a little bit windy. Now, looking at the overnight lows, not going to be as windy as we head into the overnight hours, and because of that, the temperatures are actually going to be a little bit colder possibly, with lows dropping into the lower 20s, but we're really going to see no cloud cover throughout the night and into the day tomorrow, as temperatures will be a bit warmer. We could see a few 40s tomorrow, but a lot of our area will still be in the middle to upper 30s. Now, looking at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, we are going to see the middle 50s return for Friday and Saturday, but looking at the normal high and comparing those to the forecasted high temperatures for the first half of next week, we are expected to be below average average for a few days in a row. And we are really going to be struggling to reach 60 degrees. You know, we had a few 60s at the end of February and beginning of March, but the last couple of weeks we've been in the 50s and 40s for the most part. And that looks to continue for the most part during the next 10 days, as we generally are going to be near, if not slightly below average, maybe a little bit above average for a few days, but staying in the 50s for the most part. Now, the precipitation forecast shows dry conditions through the day on Friday. We could see some showers rolling into our area after sunset on Friday, but this system will not last very long. It should clear out of our area by early Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon will be dry once again with fairly dry conditions over the weekend. Our next chance of precipitation after that system will be Sunday night through Monday night of next week, but both of these rain chances don't look like they're going to amount to much. Only going to see about maybe 1/4 of an inch at most, so no big systems in the forecast, and as I showed, the temperatures are going to be fairly close to normal. Now, before I show you the full 10-day forecast, let's look at some weather photos of the day. This first one was sent in to us by Julie from Verona. So thank you, Julie, for submitting your photo. And this other photo was sent in by Randy from Lake Wingra, showing the sun just on the horizon. So thank you, Randy, for submitting your photo. If you would like to submit your own weather photo, you can through our website. Go to channel3000.com, click on the weather tab, scroll down until you see post your own. It's as simple as that. Now here's a look at that 7 to 10 day forecast. Mostly in the 40s and 50s, especially after today. A few chances of rain, especially Friday night into early Saturday, and then again Sunday night into Monday. But for the most part, those two rain chances don't look like they're going to amount to a lot of precipitation. So we're looking fairly dry going forward. Like I said, a few small chances, but for the most part, not going to see anything extreme.
Nice to see the sun again, too.
Yeah, we are going to see a lot of sunshine tomorrow as well.
Good news. Thank you. New at noon, scientists have found a new way to tackle plastic pollution, and as Ian Lee reports, you could find it stuck to the bottom of your shoe.
Bubblegum could help save the planet by popping our problem with single-use plastic. British scientists see it as part of the solution to the waste from billions of medical tests taken at home each year.
There's not only the COVID test, but also the pregnancy test, infectious disease. It's even used in veterinary medicine.
Researchers are creating prototypes of eco-friendly devices from not just recycled gum, but also old fridge parts and limestone. Once the plastic waste is gathered, it's broken down and turned into tiny pellets. From there, it's shaped and molded into tests.
We have the machinery, the skill sets, and all the knowledge that we need to be able to turn this into a mass-produced item.
Researchers say home tests meant to keep people healthy are harming the planet, producing about 18,000 tons of waste worldwide each year.
But those same devices are also contributing to a growing burden of plastic pollution globally. That's ending up in our oceans, ending up in our soil, that is being burned and contributing to carbon emissions.
By using recycled materials, scientists believe they could cut the carbon footprint for production by up to 50%, creating a healthier you and a greener planet. And it all started with a stick of gum. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Happening today, Special Olympics Wisconsin is joining forces with Jersey Mike's Subs. Local Jersey Mike's locations will give 100% of today's sales to Special Olympics Wisconsin. All this month, customers have had the option to round up their purchase to the nearest dollar and give back that way as well. Right now, you can also donate $1, $3, or $5 when placing your order. Up next, Howard has some ideas to make Easter the meal a little bit easier in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Need an extra pair of hands in the kitchen on Easter? We have an idea that will make getting dinner on the table so much easier.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Do not go.
It's free if I do it, babe.
Whoa!
you need the experts. Let the experts at Feldco make your home renewal project a cinch with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Free installation ends Sunday. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour, plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their agent home service, he can stay at
home. That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died, but through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
You know, when it comes to getting Easter dinner or really any big holiday meal ready, one of the biggest challenges is getting everything done at the same time so everything's hot when we serve it. That often means we got to do some juggling. But this year, why not turn to your slow cooker for help? As you're planning your menu, think about what you can serve that can be prepared in a slow cooker. We have a bunch of recipes on MrFood.com that can help you out. Rather than worrying about how you're going to keep your stovetop mashed potatoes or vegetable casserole warm once it's done, why not simply transfer them into a slow cooker and keep them warm until it's time to serve? And since many of us have a few slow cookers in different sizes, get them out and put them to the task. One dish that I'll be making this Sunday in a slow cooker are these Orange Kiss glazed carrots. After putting everything in a slow cooker, you just turn it on, and come dinner time, they're done. If you want the recipe for our slow cooked glazed carrots, simply check out our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, who loves her veggies. And today we found a slow cooker solution way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Jacob with a final look at your first warn of weather.
Thanks, Josh. The rest of today is going to remain cold. It's also going to continue to be a bit breezy. We'll have high temperatures in the middle to upper 30s. We are going to see plenty of sunshine for Thursday with highs in the middle to upper 40s. And then middle 50s will return Friday with a little bit of cloud cover. And then we are expected to see some showers Friday night, but it looks like they're not going to enter our area until after sunset. It will be a pretty quick system, and it could clear out before sunrise Saturday, so especially by Saturday afternoon, although we are expected to see some rain in the morning, during the afternoon, Saturday will be dry. Sunday is also looking dry, maybe a slight chance of precipitation, but then Sunday night we have a better chance of rain again, and that will continue into Monday. But both of those chances of rain look like they're not going to amount to much, just some light rain in the forecast. And then we are looking to be fairly dry for the middle and end of next week as temperatures remain pretty cool.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.